we want to make sure that we take a look at our own individual health needs and then make a decision from there.
Hello, and welcome to the Connect podcast. This show is all about helping you connect to your soul's calling so you can take action on it. Because the sweetest success is a blend of discovering your purpose with the inner drive to bring it to life. I'm Sheila, health coach, lifestyle entrepreneur, and mom of two, best known for my online wellness programs, mentoring, and self-love passion. Listen in for inspiring interviews, solo chats, and Q&A sessions that will move you past overwhelm towards what lights you up. Stop accepting good enough and go for your version of great in your health, business, and relationships. Let's get started.
Hey, welcome to today's live Q&A. And today is all about tips on how to elevate the health of your heart. This is something that should be on all of our minds because the heart pumps blood through our body. It is our life force. I've been talking a lot about your iron levels and the quality of your blood and all of these things for the last few weeks and how it's been impacting my health as well. And I have some notes written down here, and some of them get technical, so I'm going to be referring to them. And it's really important that I keep it really simple because we can get so technical and there's really no point to go into huge amounts of detail. But a few high points can help you make some decisions that are going to improve your overall well-being, starting with your heart. So thanks for joining me. Hi there. And so one factor I'm going to be talking about today regarding the heart is something called CoQ10, also known as Coenzyme Q10. And I'll just tell you what that is. It is an antioxidant that promotes a healthy cardiovascular system, as well as it fights the effects of aging. We like this, not just for how we look, but for our mobility, the enjoyment in our life that healthy living can provide for us. And when we're aging well, we can enjoy ourselves so much more. So coenzyme Q10 is actually naturally produced in the body, but the production of it, like many other things, declines as we age. So I want to go into a couple of things that low levels of coenzyme Q10 or CoQ10 show up as in the body. And like, again, all of the other various nutrients and structures in our body that are affected by aging, it does impact the quality of our health. It can bring on chronic illness. And the nice thing is we can make steps to slow or the signs of aging. In some cases, people can start to just feel better than they have previously by making some different choices. We've all experienced this, right? When we go from not really caring about what we eat to and not moving our bodies to all of a sudden being more mindful, eating more whole food, moving our bodies more, we feel better, right? Well, it's because it impacts everything happening on a cellular level in your body. And we regenerate ourselves on a regular basis over and over and over. So there is the possibility of us renewing ourselves in this way. It only makes sense. We are what we eat. We've heard this before, right? And so if we're not eating great stuff, the quality of the cellular structure in our body does suffer. So when we have lower levels or declining levels of CoQ10, here is what can happen and what science has shown us and studies have shown us can happen. It's often associated with negative effects of free radicals. And the nice thing is CoQ10 can be found in dietary supplements. There are foods that I'll go into as well that you can find it in. But as with anything, filling in nutritional gaps with really great quality supplementation helps us to fast track feeling better. Because truly, to eat enough of a certain food to get all of the nutrients that we need to really turn our health around, we have to be eating a lot of it. And I will tell you, I had mentioned earlier this week that I had really been craving a lot of cabbage, a lot of other types of crunchy root vegetables, which I think is fabulous, and we should all be eating those things. But I felt like it was an insatiable craving. And when I got my blood levels tested and realized that my iron storage levels or ferritin levels were low, and then I started supplementing with an iron supplement, which I'm on for the next few months, my cravings for these things subsided. So I still want to eat them, but it's not like an insatiable need to keep eating them and having these insatiable needs to have like French fries, for instance, when I never typically crave things like that. So that was a warning sign. My body was trying to tell me. So what are some of the things that can happen when you have low CoQ10 levels in your body? You can start to develop diabetes, heart disease, muscle problems, fibromyalgia, and cognitive decline. Due to the antioxidant properties of CoQ10, it can be one of the most high demand supplements on the market right now that people are looking for. So basically what happens, I'll just tell you the basics of how CoQ10 works. For the body to properly function, obviously we need energy. And where do we get that energy from and how do we sustain that? Well, we have, everything starts kind of in the mitochondria, and then what happens is fat and other nutrients are circulated in our body as energy that we can use, and we can store it, we can use it. And CoQ10 is required to make that conversion happen. It takes it from the food and helps it convert in our body. And so it's also got the ability to fight harmful effects of free radicals, which cause those chronic illnesses that I was just talking about. And it also enhances the absorption of essential nutrients because it's a potent antioxidant. I love grapeseed extract. It's a very potent. Cruciferous extract, very potent. Coenzyme Q10, also very potent. And we see how it's so involved with the energy production process in our body, which has to do with all of our circulation, getting everything circulating through the body so it can be absorbed and used, and our health can improve as a result. Studies also show, this is so cool. First of all, it boosts the effects of vitamins C and E. We know those are amazing immune enhancers and free radical fighters, right? So we want more of that right now. And so if it's going to be able to be boosted by CoQ10, that's a really positive thing. So studies also show that CoQ10 may help to slow down the progression of Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease, since it helps prevent physical and cognitive decline, as I mentioned earlier. And it only makes sense. Certainly, we may have different genetic markers that predispose us to certain things. However, it has been shown that the things that we are putting into our body will either turn on or off certain switches in our genetic makeup. We'll go into that in another time, but it's fascinating and it's beautiful because it just shows how miraculous your body really is at healing itself, at sustaining itself when you give it what it needs, both through food, through exercise and oxygen, and through our thoughts. So, of course, talking about, is it necessary to take coenzyme Q10? Well, I mean, what is necessary, right? We want to make sure that we take a look at our own individual health needs and then make a decision from there. So during the aging process, the body becomes unable to convert CoQ10 into ubiquinol, which is a more advanced form of CoQ10. Again, I'm not going to go deep into the science. You can, search online and see for yourself. But a deficiency in CoQ10 commonly develops when people reach the age of 40 and above. I noticed I had to start wearing reading glasses after I turned 40. So there's something about 40, right? They call that middle age, although I want to live to be really, really old. So I'm not there yet. I'm really not middle-aged yet, even though I'm 48. So people who have congestive heart failure, cancer, or diabetes are also found to be low in coenzyme Q10 in their blood plasma. So again, nutritional science is so exciting because we're looking at all of these things and seeing what is possible when we take our health seriously and we look beneath the surface of what is really going to enhance our health. So here are some top foods with high CoQ10 content. Cauliflower, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. Love Brussels sprouts and broccoli. Parsley, sweet potato, pistachio, hazelnuts, walnuts, soybeans, sesame seeds, butter, probably grass-fed, I would assume, Swiss cheese, they say milk and egg yolks, grass-fed beef, free-range chicken, mackerel, tuna, avocados, strawberries, grapefruit, oranges, extra virgin olive oil, grapeseed oil, and peanut oil. And so a lot of different things, right? But as I mentioned before, for us to get the amount of coenzyme Q10 and really the amount of antioxidants that our bodies require to not just survive and just meet baseline, We want to thrive. We want to, I don't want to say reverse aging, but maybe slow it down a bit and maybe revitalize ourselves, because ultimately it's our body doing the work. We want to give our body everything that it needs in order to do that. So supplementation is a beautiful way of doing that. I've been a proponent of supplementation for many, many years, 26 years to be exact. Even though when I was a kid, I used to eat those chewable vitamin C tablets. They were like No Name or something like that. So I don't even know what was in there. It might have just been nice orange flavored tablet, kind of like they put some kind of, that the powdery orange drink and they just put it in capsule form. Who knows? It was the 70s and we know so much more about nutrition since then. So I want to just share with you the CoQ10 supplement that I recommend, that I really enjoy. And I feel like when you're looking at supplements, it's so important to look at, is it high quality? And the supplements that I recommend are pharmaceutical grade. Now, that's not a standard that is expected, even in Canada, even though our nutritional standards typically are higher with Health Canada. Even in the States and various other places, they don't have these stringent guidelines, at least not yet. However, the supplement company that I've been with for many, many years, USANA Health Sciences, has made pharmaceutical grade supplements for many years. And you can find them actually in the physician's desk reference as well, which is a pharmaceutical kind of catalog. You can imagine how many pharmaceuticals are out there. However, this is not a pharmaceutical drug. It is a supplement, a food supplement. So trace minerals, trace ingredients, and raw materials that are brought together to help boost certain nutritional needs. And in this case, this one is called Coenzyme 30. And there is a higher dosage version of this as well. And so I'll just let you take a look. And just to tell you how much coquinone is in it, we've got one tablet is 30 milligrams of coenzyme Q10 and 12.5 milligrams of DL-alpha lipoic acid. And they say for adults, recommended dose is take 1 or 2 capsules daily. So ultimately, like I was mentioning, energy begins at the most basic level in your cells, right? That's where it all starts. And so Coenzyme 30 supports the creation of energy in your cells with nutrients that benefit muscle function, healthy nerves, and a great cardiovascular health system. It's clinically proven to deliver more CoQ10 to your bloodstream, so you have everything you need to keep up with the high energy pace of your life. So some of the health benefits, again, I went into what CoQ10 can do for you, and I'll just reiterate. Central to robust energy production within the cell, provides ingredients vital to support cardiovascular health, which is your heart, contains a powerful antioxidant blend, and clinically shown to deliver more CoQ10 to the bloodstream than competing products. Love it. I'm going to post a link below in the comments so you can see where you can get this and more details about it. And yeah, it's a little gel capsule. It's a little red gel capsule. This is all shrink wrapped because I have someone waiting on this right now. So I would open it otherwise, but this particular one is not open yet. So happy to share information about this for you. Ultimately, what this all comes down to is knowing your body, listening to what your body is needing, how your body is changing. Again, this experience I just went through with my iron levels, I thought I was feeling amazing. And it wasn't until after I actually started supplementing with those iron supplements. And again, that's not something I'll be on for a long time because too much iron can be toxic to you. I'm being monitored by my doctor. When I discovered that, I started taking it, my energy increased. My skin got a little brighter because it was I'm pale to begin with. However, my skin was becoming more sallow. My nails were more brittle. They're now already they're shiny and stronger. And I never really have long nails. My hair is softer, there's not as much breaking or hair loss. My digestion has improved. These are things I just chalked up to, hey, I'm perimenopausal, so stuff's going to change, right? And these are often the changes that we see. Well, same with your coenzyme Q10 levels and things that are impacting your heart health. So I wanted to share that with you today so that you could take stock of how you're feeling, ask yourself the questions. How is my energy? What is my family history? Do I want to be giving myself extra support to protect myself from possible issues later on, right? We need to be dealing in the here and now with things in our life so that later on we don't perhaps suffer the detrimental outcomes that had we just ignored what our body was telling us, right? And this is true of all areas of our life, our relationships as well, and conversations we need to be having. So I leave that with you today. I hope you have an amazing weekend. If you have any questions about this particular supplement or any others, because I do recommend a number for people depending on various health outcomes they're looking for, please feel free to DM me. You can comment below. Most importantly, you can email me at info@sheilabatello.com. Certainly, I am a health coach. So I am not a doctor who can prescribe, treat, diagnose, any of that kind of stuff. Working with your doctor is super important, and making sure that they help you via blood tests very often to see what is really going on in your body. And then from there, whatever they say, you can support your health with my guidance in terms of how to eat well, how to exercise, and how to do some inner work to elevate all of it, because it all works together. Thank you for being here. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.
Thank you so much for being here with me on the Connect podcast. If you like this episode, please share it with someone you think would enjoy it. Also, if you head over to iTunes to leave a review, I'd be so grateful. Let us know what your favorite parts were and what you'd like to hear more of. It will help us have a greater impact, elevating many more people to grow and succeed together. See you next time.